In this video, we are going to discuss the power of ALCAR racetam stacks, one of the main things that we talk about in the Nootropics God Guide, Smarter, Better, Faster. Coming up. Okay, you guys know the routine. Running a special on Cortex, kind of ongoing. This is our very powerful, natural, pre-made nootropic stack. It's comparable to phenylpiracetam and or the real strong wakefulness-promoting compounds like modafinil. That's what our customers say. That's what we try to do. It's called Cortex. It combines uridine monophosphate, CDP choline, and artichoke extract, and a little bit of bacopa monnieri for a very, very powerful, very noticeable, very motivation-inducing, very speed of processing, working memory, verbal fluency-inducing nootropic compound. If you're new to nootropics and you're looking for a stack to try, Cortex is the stack. You will not be you'll be pleasantly surprised. I would confidently say that. If you've been taking nootropics for 5 years and you're into pre-made stacks, you understand the positive utility of having just being able to throw down 2 capsules and boom, you're in and you're wired in, focused in and locked in. Grab a bottle of the Cortex stack. Use the coupon code 5, get it for $5 off at livecortex.com, where we have other powerful nootropic products. Okay. ALCAR racetam stacks. ALCAR in my early days of taking nootropics was one of the first nootropics I tried, right? I think the first, it might have even been the first ever. It was either alpha GPC or ALCAR. It might have been like the first ever nootropic that I tried. And very shortly after it was piracetam that I got into ashwagandha, choline sources, all this other stuff. But ALCAR was very, very early on in there. When I started experimenting with racetams, I realized I can combine ALCAR and racetams. And if you look around, like Track My Stacks, which is a website that people divulge their stacks on, or if you look at just the anecdotal reports out there, people always talk about stacking cholinergics with ALCAR, and that's basically because ALCAR is cholinergic too. So it stacks well with NuPep, it stacks well with racetams, it stacks well with choline sources, stacks well with uridine, exceptionally well. We've talked about that recently in the ALCAR uridine CDP stack. But that's because, partially, you've got ALCAR that optimizes brain cell mitochondria for fuel. So it's very, very energizing. But there's an enzyme, there's this enzymatic process through the metabolism of ALCAR that donates to the production of acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is cholinergic, obviously. That's a focus and working memory and verbal fluency neurotransmitter, excitatory, meaning activates brain function type of neurotransmitter, and ALCAR facilitates that. So it only makes sense it would stack well with racetams, which are also stimulatory, excitatory, and cholinergic. Well, it stacks profoundly well with basically every racetam. I think the only thing I haven't stacked ALCAR with is nephiracetam, and that's just something on the list of like 100 things I've got. The list always grows into the stuff I got to try to experiment with to report on. But ALCAR stacks exceptionally well with racetams. We devoted an entire section in the Smarter, Better, Faster Nootropics God Guide, which is basically a digital guide. You could download it now. You could get it now and have it forever. You can read it on Kindle, iPad, iPhone, Android, PDF, whatever you want. It's a digital guide that tells you everything you need to know about nootropics, but all for stacks and stacks and stacks. I'm going to go through and count all the stacks in this guide, but it's got to be well over 100. It's powerful nootropic stacks, the best stacks on the planet, and one section is dedicated to ALCAR racetam stacks, and I just want to read a little bit of that to you and then explain a few ALCAR racetam stacks that you can take away right now. And if you've got some ALCAR and you've got some racetams, or if you've got a good source to order them, which you could use like Nootropics Depot, Nootropics Source, you could try these stacks right away and get brain performance right away. Okay, here's the excerpt. One of the best and most underrated combinations in all of nootropics are the numerous ALCAR racetam combinations. ALCAR, being a cholinergic compound partially, stacks well with most of the mainstream racetams. It stacks well with Aniracetam, Oxiracetam, and phenylpiracetam. We'll discuss some of these racetams a bit further in this book, but for now, a good framework to start when combining ALCAR with racetams is to shoot for a dose range of 350 to 500 milligrams of ALCAR and a normal range of the racetam. For oxiracetam, that's 1,000 milligrams. For aniracetam, that's 700 milligrams. For phenylpiracetam, that's 75 milligrams. Therefore, the best ways to stack ALCAR with the mainstream racetams are, and I'm going to give you 3 ALCAR racetam stacks here, guys, okay, that you can take away right now and use right now. Number 1, 350 milligrams of ALCAR, 1,000 milligrams of oxiracetam. All right, 350 of ALCAR, 1,000 milligrams of oxiracetam. Focus, mental fluidity, verbal fluency, mental energy, motivation, work endurance. That's what you can expect from that powerful stack. Optional choline source if you require a choline source. We also get into choline sources and the explanation behind that in the Smarter, Better, Faster book if you are concerned about that. Number 2, 500 milligrams of ALCAR, 700 milligrams of Aniracetam, okay? 500 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine, ALCAR, that's the short name for it, ALCAR, it's all just like abbreviated, and then 700 milligrams of Aniracetam. This will be focus inducing and work endurance inducing and sort of some of those other things that the previous stack was, but mostly this is a stimulation and mental energy stack. Again, 500 milligrams ALCAR, 700 milligrams Aniracetam. And then finally, 500 milligrams ALCAR, 500 milligrams Oxiracetam, 500 milligrams Aniracetam. This will give you the combined effects of basically both of those stacks. It turns everything on with an emphasis on focus capacity and a very, very strong emphasis on brain energy. Okay, get the Smarter, Better, Faster book at livecortex.com. Enter the coupon code 5, save $5 off. That coupon code always applies. And hey, take these ALCAR racetam stacks, put them together, and get good brain performance. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Ryan here. Thanks for watching. But if you want to take your brain game to the next level, you want to increase your focus, your verbal fluency, your mental energy, your ability to sit down and crank out work for hours at a time, secure a bottle of the Cortex nootropic stack. Our customers are clear. This is the best pre-made stack on the planet. And hey, speaking of stacks, if you really want to take your nootropic stack game to the next level, secure the Smarter, Better, Faster book. This is a surgical guide to using nootropics for total mental dominance. You talk about stacks, we got stacks in there. Endless amounts of stacks, power stacks, verbal fluency stacks, working memory stacks. We've got modafinil strategies and everything else you can think of to include a whole sector on nootropics questions answered. Smarter, Better, Faster, the most powerful nootropics guide on the planet. livecortex.com. That's livecortex.com. We'll see you over there.